Hola, and welcome back to Viti Vibes, the show where inspired youth inspire youth. I'm your host, Shannon Pramal, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We want our viewers to know that your involvement is highly encouraged, so please keep the comments and suggestions and feedback coming so we can make future episodes even better. Not only this, but as a youth-led show, we want to let you all know of opportunities for Fijian youth to be on our show, and on our team are available. So stay tuned at the end of the show to find out how. Before I introduce this week's guest, I want to give a special shout out to Manisha Singh for reaching out and writing an amazing article about this show on 5X Fest blog called 5X Press. Manisha is a hard-working writer and reporter with previous radio and television experience. She's passionate about connecting audiences to the stories and voices that matter to them most. If you want to follow her on Instagram, her handle is @exclusivelymanisha, and you can read the full article by also going online to 5xfest.com/5xpress. With that being said, I'd now like to introduce to you our special guest for this week, Rachel Varma. Rachel is a talented woman in the entertainment industry, so today she's here to talk more about her experiences about representation of women in this male-dominated sector. So please have a look. Hello, and welcome back to Viti Vibes TV, the show where inspired youth inspired youth. I'm your host, Shannon Pramal. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our special guest for this episode, and her name is Rachel Varma. Hey, Rachel.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great, actually. Thank you. I'm very excited to talk to you today and get to know you, but I'm more excited for the viewers to get to know you as well, because I think you're an incredible woman. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god. So sweet.
No worries, but I'll let you have the floor here. Tell the viewers a little bit more about yourself and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, guys. So my name is Rachel. I also go by Ray Diamond, so some of you may know that, may not, but I'm a DJ and a makeup artist. I grew up here in British Columbia. My parents are from Fiji, and I was influenced by music and art at the age of 6. And at the age of 6, I was like such an active person. I would always be like, Mom, get me my lenga, and I want to go dance for my teddy bears. So I'd literally have a little mini performance in my living room and just dance for my teddy bears. And my mom was like, wait a minute, I want to put her in dance classes. So I started off dancing, and that's kind of where I got more influence with music, with Bollywood music, with hip-hop. My sister was also a huge influence for me as well, because we would just sit there in front of the TV all day and watch BET music videos and Missy Elliott and Leah, like just so influenced by West Coast culture as well, which kind of like shaped me into who I am today. So dancing was definitely the root of where it all started. And then slowly throughout high school, I also still danced on the dance team, did a lot of competitions. After high school, I started a dance team with my friends called Jawani Ki Jhatka. So
No
some people,
way.
yeah, some people might recognize me from the Fiji hall parties. So shout out to you guys on that team. I love you guys so much. And yeah, so from there, dancing with my team, I started to develop a love for music even more. And in high school, just kind of going back, I was a part of the dance team, so I had to make all the mixes. And that's kind of where it all started. And I was like, how can I be innovative and like find new mixes that people haven't heard? Because when you go into a competition, you want to hear good music.
Absolutely.
And you want to hear like good cuts in a song, good transitions to make the crowd like, ah, and you're like, oh my God, that was so sick. So I was that girl, and in my mind, I was like, okay, I got to remember that sound or this sound. And I'd put that into a song and make a mix. And that kind of just stuck with me all throughout high school, all throughout my teenage years, up until now. And when I was 21, that's when I first bought my first set of turntables.
Oh, nice.
And here we are today, girl. Here we are today.
That is amazing. I am shook. Like, honestly, I'm shook. I did not know you started, like, one of the first people for Jawani Ki Jhatka. I grew up idolizing you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I wanted nothing more, because I'm obviously a little bit younger than you are, so at the hall parties for my Sweet 16, I got you guys to perform.
Stop it.
Team. Yeah, for my Sweet 16.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I did not know I was going to learn this information today, so this is really funny.
I actually love that. No, we performed, like, at, like, Fiji Festival. I remember being on, like, Kummel's Top 5, and I was like, I'm on TV, Mom.
Now you're on TV again.
I know. Look at that. Look at, like, the world in a circle. So
This
I'm excited
amazing.
that, like, we were connected through that, and now we're here today.
Wow, that's
awesome.
crazy. Anyway, so Rachel here is an entertainer, actually a DJ, So that's cool that we know how you got the start from DJing now.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the entertainment industry for?
So when I was 21, that was like, oh my god, I don't even want to say the years, but since I was 21, so yeah, now I'm 30. I might as well just say the
No
years.
way.
Yeah, I'll be 30 this year. So
Okay.
so what's awesome is like, don't ever stop your hustle. Like it took me that long to finally realize like, okay, this is what I want to do, even though when I was a kid, like I was doing it since then. So it's actually pretty awesome. So I've been doing it since I was 21. Now you can count how many years that is. And it's been awesome. I've got the opportunity to work with like corporate companies. I used to work at Sephora as a makeup artist. So I did that for a couple of years. And it was really cool because working at Sephora, there would be brand events. So like YSL, Marc Jacobs, and they'd come up to me and be like, do you want to DJ in store for our events?
That is
And
so
I'm
cool.
like, yes, we'll give you makeup and do your makeup and da-da-da. So definitely a lot of perks in being a female
Your two
DJ.
worlds just like combined right
Just
there.
collided. Like,
That is amazing.
it was magical, and it still is magical. So yeah, I've been in the industry for quite some time, and I'm still going to keep going. So I'm
That's
excited.
amazing. I respect that, honestly.
Thank you.
And like I literally like I'm knowing all this, I'm really shook and it shows. But anyways, so was becoming a DJ like your first thing that you wanted to do, or like as a career, I guess? Was that?
You know what? Like looking back at it, like actually prepping for this interview, I had to kind of like go deep in my memory, and I was like, I always wanted to be a dancer.
Okay.
I loved being in front of cameras. I love being in the spotlight. Like that was me. I always envisioned myself on stage, whether it was a team or solo, and I loved that feeling. But as I grew up, I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know if that's for me. I still do it. I still bust it down low at the club, and if you see me, we'll battle. So
I think we're all waiting for the day we can go back to normal, have these fun times, memories, and all.
Yes, and I'll like be at the DJ booth and I'll like run to the dance floor and battle. It's fine, meet me there. So,
That's so funny.
but yeah.
Yeah. So how about your friends and family? Because I know like being an entertainer for a lot of Fijian people per se too, it's not exactly the traditional route. Like, oh hey mom, dad, I want to be an entertainer. Whether that's like I want to pursue dancing full time, I want to become a DJ full time. Like, especially as a woman, right?
Yes.
So what was like their reaction?
Honestly, going back again, like with my mom seeing me dancing all the time, she knew. She always she knew. She was like, my girl is gonna be like a dancer. So there's something in there with the entertainment industry. So growing up, they were just always so supportive, and it's just so important to have your parents have your back, like from a young age. And
Absolutely.
always supporting your dreams, right? So I advocate that for any parents, whether it be Fijian or non, like just
Support your kids.
Yeah, support your kids. Follow them when they say something like, hey, I want to do makeup or I want to buy a new makeup palette. Like, give them maybe a little $1, $2 if they don't have money. But you know what I mean? Like, just really stand by them. And my parents really did that. My sister, again, was a huge influence with music and as to who I am. My cousin is actually a DJ, too.
That's crazy.
My first cousin. So, like, just growing up, I just had that background of musicality already kind of in me.
Okay.
That my parents just, they were loving it. They still
That's
do.
amazing.
My first DJ gig, they actually came to the bar.
No way.
Yes, my dad's like, I'll have a beer.
We love parents like that.
Awesome.
Anyone that watches these episodes, they know all I do is preach parents to support their children. So look at us. Like, we get to do these things that you guys came to, like, this country for. Like, give us better opportunities, be able to pursue what we want, right?
It's very true.
And that's what it is. But anyways, what's your favorite thing about being a DJ?
Gosh, there's so many. I think my, like, number one favorite is when I'm in the middle of a transition. Because I get excited when I go to the club or like a concert and I hear the transition
That's
of the
me,
DJ.
honestly, not
and I'm
gonna
like,
lie.
do you hear what's coming up next?
My friends would be like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm just like, no, did you hear it? Like, I know the next song.
Right? So that's probably my favorite moment is like seeing the reaction of people in the crowd like, oh my God, and they look at you and like already start singing the song. Just like getting reactions out of people is always like my favorite. Making people laugh, smile throughout my sets. I'm just like a goofy fun person as it is, so I get to put that into my music.
That's amazing.
And I love that. That's probably my favorite part.
Music brings together people for sure.
100%.
It's like a love language, but it doesn't matter what type of music. It all brings us together. Like, we'll be listening to Latin music, but Like, we know what they're saying.
And do you ever, like, catch yourself, like, at, like, Walmart and a song's on and you're in the aisle and you're, like, singing and you look over and someone else is singing the same song and you're like, that was a moment.
Exactly.
So it's, like, such a deep connection that you have just through music, and that's what I love the most about it. So, yeah.
That's great. So I know, obviously, like, we're women, obviously, and, like, you're in the entertainment industry and it's really male-dominated. Yeah. So how does it feel being a woman in the entertainment industry? How does that make you feel?
I love it. Number one, because, like, if you really look at it in BC, there's not a lot of us, like, DJ-wise. But artists, I'm starting to see there's a lot of more female artists that's popping up in Vancouver, which is amazing. But in general speaking, like, we definitely need more females in the industry, for sure. But for me to be one, I love it. I love to inspire people. I love to bring out confidence in people. And it's just all about being yourself, right? So I think I exude that, and I love that feminine energy that I can bring into a male-dominated atmosphere, and I'm just like, hello, I'm here, move over, it's my turn to play.
Absolutely, and we love that, right?
Yeah.
We need more women, especially, like, not even just entertainment, like, every sector is, like, pretty male-dominated, and, like, this is exactly what our parents came here for, so the women can not take over, but that we get to actually represent women in so many different areas, whether it be work, whether it be in our personal lives, like, women can or should be represented more everywhere, right? Totally. But anyways, in your experiences as being a woman in the entertainment industry, have you came across any struggles, any issues throughout? Because you've been doing this for 9 years now. Yeah. So have you come across, like, any struggles, like, throughout that time? Yeah, for sure. I mean, in any art that you're doing, you're going to have your downfalls. And it's about just pushing yourself and being your number one fan. Because if you forget that, you're going to slip. And for me, it was hard. There was times where I'm like, do I still want to do this? You know, you question your art for a little bit. And for me, I was just like, no, we got to keep going. And I just had, like, little moments where, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Absolutely. And for females, it's so hard because, for example, like, if I'm going to wear an outfit like this, you know, I'm judged a certain way. If I'm going to wear a little bit more skin or show a little bit more skin, I'm judged like this. But then when I play, you hear the sounds and the vibes, and you can't judge that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I just find it's just kind of difficult for women to like, be themselves, but don't shy away from that. Wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be, and just show up for yourself always. So that's amazingly said, dude. That was beautiful. Thank you. That honestly, like, listening to you talk, it's just so inspirational. Even for me, like, being younger, of course, and, like, it just thank you. But, like, it honestly, like, I'm looking at you, and it's just, like, it gives me the confidence to be able to pursue anything I want. Seeing you thrive in such an industry where it's, like, literally all I see left, right, and center are male DJs, male entertainers, male club promoters, whatever it is, right? And then seeing you there, and I was like, who's that? Exactly. I want to be her. Even though, like, I'm, like, not a DJ or anything, but it's like, I just want to be her. I want to have her confidence, and, like, I believe she's making me believe that I could do whatever I want to. Right? That's the message that I want to put across to people. Yeah. And you're doing amazing things, so. Oh, thank you. Girl. I hope the viewers are watching this and feel exactly the same way I do. I hope so. But anyways, aside from struggles, in contrast, have you had any benefits of being like a woman in the entertainment industry? For sure. So I've actually got the opportunity to DJ alongside some really big names in Vancouver, and for me to just be like this little itty bitty DJ girl, to have, like, my name on, like, flyers with big people is kind of surreal. You know what I mean? So I kind of have that advantage as being one of the few female DJs to, like, see that and live that and breathe that. So I think that's really awesome. But I also just want to piggyback on that. We need more female DJs because I would love, like, a girl crew, and I feel like we need that. So that's one point. But another one is just going back to, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, that's some solid piece of advice, because I think a lot of people, like, they just look at, like, how you look, and it's like, we're so conditioned to think you have to look a certain way, but you don't realize how, like, what talents a person holds, what their personality is. Like, no one needs to even open their mouth. before they get judged,
Yeah.
right? Like, we're all making all these assumptions, so people need to be, like, a little bit more sensitive to that and, like,
Yeah.
hear people out first.
100%.
See the quality of work, because a lot of people, they are very talented,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, you can't literally judge them by the way they look.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, the what do you call it? The other day, like, I had another Miss Fiji Canada representative, and it's like she was wanting to become a CBSA officer.
Yeah.
You don't put those two things
No.
together usually, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone, like, needs to have a more open mind and, like, at least be more empathetic towards, like, listening to one another, right? Hearing everyone out.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna go back to you. Basically, like, you're one of the few female not artists, but DJs, entertainers that I know. In Canada, at least. Like, I
Wow.
only know, like, especially, like, Fijian females.
Yeah.
So, I know there's a couple Fijian, like, male entertainers, like DJs, club promoters, that.
Yeah.
But, like, you're one of the, like, literally the only one I know here, and then I know maybe two more in, like, the States,
Yeah.
Fijian women that are DJs, and that is it.
Yeah.
So, it is really amazing to see. So, how does this make you feel?
Oh my god, that like makes me tingly. I love that. That's like a big thing for me because when me and her were talking about how the Fijian community in BC, we need to like big it up more.
Mhm.
So that just, I'm here to inspire the youth and other Fijian girls to just bring it out of you.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, that makes me feel like weird kind of, but I love it.
But
I
you're
love
really
hearing
paving the
that.
path.
I love that. Thank you.
No, honestly, you're here, like, I hope people are seeing this and they get the confidence to do whatever they want to do as well. But anyways, moving onwards, I'm kind of getting off track, but in relation to this pandemic, because obviously, that like, since COVID happened, everything went on lockdown, it's still kind of, there's no entertainment, nightlife, nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I bet it took a toll on, like, your career, of course, with entertainment. So I want to ask, like, how has the pandemic affected you in that sense?
Yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard for all of the DJs. For me, unfortunately, in 2020, last year of March, I was DJing at Cabana nightclub, and that was like the last night. I remember it like it was yesterday, and we had so much fun. And not knowing that the next week the world was going to be shut. So it was almost like a blessing. And that night we were opening a second room, and they were like, Rachel, you're going to start, like, it might be your room. Like, we'll see how today goes. And I was like, oh, I got to kill this. I killed it. I went home. I felt so good about myself. And then the pandemic happened. And
It took us all by surprise, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. I was just on this rising of, really lifting off with my career. As, it's been taking me 9 years, and now I felt like, I'm stable. I feel like my head is there, my music's right, my mixing is right, I'm getting good gigs, like, what can go wrong? And this happens. But for me, I just had to, like, keep it going, and I kept making mixes, little mixes on SoundCloud, and tried to stay busy with music. And I don't know if the viewers are, like, familiar with Twitch. Twitch is a gaming stream.
Oh, yeah.
But DJs are now going on Twitch and are doing, like, live streams. So I actually do that. So sometimes I hop on Twitch and I do some live streams for a couple of hours. I do, like, collabs with friends. It's such a vibe. It's a little weird because you're just DJing for yourself.
Yeah, for
in
yourself,
your
you're in your
camera.
own room.
But, dude, it's such a vibe. And you just listen to music. Everyone in the chat is talking to you. So I'm making it, like, what I can do. I'm making what? I can't speak anymore.
You're making the best of what the situation is, yeah.
And so many DJs, like, big up to all the Vancouver DJs that are doing that in the city. You guys are killing it, and I cannot wait till we open and we can party rock again.
Yeah, honestly, like, a lot of people, it took a toll on them in so many ways. A lot of people lost their jobs, and seeing that the entertainment industry basically a standstill, just completely shut down now. And we've seen a lot of places have to, like, close down business now. So it's only going to be even harder once the province starts to restart, right?
Yep. A lot of clubs had to close down, and that's very unfortunate. A lot of, like, fun places with a lot of memories.
I know.
So, it's just, we only
It
have
is
to
what
just
it is
wait.
now.
Yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, so what do you think the entertainment industry is going to look like after, like, as the province is slowly restarting now?
Yeah.
So what do you think is, like, going to happen from here?
I feel like we're probably going to, like, try to do more bar type of vibes. I can see that happening a lot more. Maybe, like, arcade type things would be fun.
Yeah.
We need more of that. I feel like the States have that. And because, like I said, clubs are kind of closing down. That's dying down, that atmosphere. And it's now kind of bars, chill spots. So I see that kind of in our future.
Yeah.
And as for DJs, like, we got to be a little bit more innovative too. So I don't know what's going to happen with us, but we got to keep going and keep playing music.
Future is uncertain. That's for sure. Yeah.
That's why, like, every day you just got to, like, work on your art a little bit and just pray. Keep praying that we can keep going.
Yeah. So how about, like, professional or personal goals? Do you have any of those for the near future?
I do. I would love to be a tour DJ, but first I need to find an artist. So if there's any artists out there that want a Fijian DJ, I'll let your girl. But that's kind of like going forward, and I mean, like I said, we have no certainty what's happening right now, so I can only dream big.
Yeah.
And that's like my goal. Like, I would love to be on stage with the artist and be with big names and see my name on the screen. Like, that's how I envision myself, and I'm gonna get there.
Absolutely. I want to talk about your name just really quickly. So your stage name, Ray Diamonds.
Yes.
How'd this come about?
It's cute. It's a cute little story.
It is.
So yeah, Ray Diamonds is and I got that name when I was in high school. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was performing, and it was like in a class dance, and we were performing, and I don't even think I was like in the middle. I was like on the side somewhere, and there's like 15 of us. And I go back backstage, and my teacher, my instructor, she was like, Rachel, out of everybody, you stood out. Like, you're like a diamond that's just shining in the crowd. Like, you're so amazing. And I'm like, thank you so much. And I don't know, from that moment, it just stuck to me. And everyone used to call me Ray because I was obsessed with That's So Raven. And they used to call her Ray. Yeah. And I was like, I'm Ray now. So Ray Diamonds. So
that's such a cute story.
That's where it came. And it's always stuck with me. So shout out Miss Berry, wherever you are, for my name.
Honestly, some teachers, like, they don't realize the impact that they have on our futures. Like, little things, quirky things like this, like, makes me so happy because like, they do affect, like, our lives and how we view ourselves in the future, too, and they don't even know.
Facts. And that's in general, though. That's why, I feel like I'm a people person, because you just have to talk to people, and you never know what way you're going to inspire them, what word that you said towards them, how you perceive them.
Exactly.
They'll take that. All the good things we always keep and soak in, so always spread love, guys. Be nice to each other.
That's awesome. So we're just about to run out of time for this episode. I wish I could talk to you forever. Honestly, I love the vibes that you have, the inspiration, the motivation that you're able to provide. Yeah. And I hope the viewers are enjoying this as we're getting to know Ray over here. So I want to let you have the last word, though. So do you have any advice for any of the viewers at home?
Yeah. Oh my God, I could go on. I feel like sometimes I preach in my head, but my biggest piece of information is find 2 or 3 people in your life, and one person's going to be your mentor, and that person's going to be your visionary. So if you want to be a DJ, for me, for example, I have a mentor, my best friend. She used to live here. We have the same full-time job, and she's a hair braider, and she's a DJ. Like, what a coincidence. So find someone that you vibe with that's in your, visionary. And she was like, I'm gonna drop everything, and I'm gonna move to New York, and I'm gonna be a professional DJ and a braider. She's doing that. And I'm like, wow, that's absolutely amazing that you could just leave everything and just go. So she's my motivation. She's a person that I can see her living and breathing everything, and that makes me believe. So find a mentor that's gonna make you believe. Talk to them every day, though. You have to talk to them every day, though, to keep you mentally there. And then find cheerleaders, because cheerleaders are gonna be the people that are gonna cheer you on. What did cheerleaders say? Yeah, let's go, let's go. So you need that every single day. Find whoever. It could be your mom, dad, sister, grandma, grandpa, the neighbor, anybody. Find someone. Find 2 people, and talk to them every day. And it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you so much to just believe in yourself, to see the future, because sometimes it's hard to believe, oh, I can't do that. But then when you see one of your homies or your homegirls doing it, you're like, I can do that. It's just a beautiful reminder. So yeah, that's my thing. Find a mentor, find a cheerleader, and just go for it, baby.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. I've really had a great time talking to you.
Thank you.
And I hope the viewers enjoyed here, listening to everything, your experiences and your advice. Thank you so much again. And we'll be right back after this. Thank you, Rachel, for joining me this week. Now, before we part ways for the day, I want to let our viewers know that we're expanding our youth production team. So if you live in the Lower Mainland and would like to know what it takes behind the scenes of putting this show together, or would like to be right here hosting this show in front of the camera, then this opportunity is for you. Call or email us or if you'd like to join, or if you'd like more information. Anyways, that wraps up our show for today, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did bringing it to you. Remember that this is your show too, so please feel free to let us know of any feedback, comments, and suggestions you may have. Not only that, but if you or anyone you know would like to be on our show, then please give us a call at 778-709-2853 or email us at vitivibestv@gmail.com. If you have any events or information that targets or invites Fijian youth, then please feel free to let us know about that as well. We'd be more than happy to share with our audience. For sponsorship inquiries, you could also call or email us. Remember to catch our show every Thursday at 10 p.m. and the reruns on Sundays at 4:30 p.m., which is right after our other show, Fiji in Focus. We also have a new YouTube channel where all our videos will be uploaded now. So please make sure to subscribe to Viti Vibes YouTube channel and then share our videos with your family and friends. Also, be sure to follow our Instagram and Facebook page, which is at Viti Vibes TV. I look forward to having you all tune in next week, and until then, stay safe and stay healthy. I'm your host, Shannon Pramal, signing off. Vinaka.
Let's go. Yeah. All out of state, doing it, they never seen that. Ain't fat, double shot your fingers, then you lean back. All out of state, doing it, they never seen that. Ain't fat, double shot your fingers, then you lean back. Let's go. Yeah. All out of state, doing it, they never seen that. Ain't fat, double shot your fingers, then you lean back.